This is CBS 11 News Now.
Hey there, everyone. Joining us here on Facebook once again. This is News Now. This is our digital update. I'm Ken Molestina. As always, we want to remind you all that we are interacting with you. We are having a casual conversation here, so feel free to write us any comments, any questions. You like something you see here on our update, you don't like it, let us know what you're thinking. I want to tell you about 4 underperforming DISD schools right now. They are at risk of closing, and the district could make its decision tonight. We've got our Steve Pickett, who's been working that story all day long. Here's a little look at what he has for us today.
We're inside Tights Elementary School here in southeast Dallas, one of 4 schools listed for possible closure because of performance. The district has to deal with this for these schools. We're inside one. We're headed to the district right now to talk to the assistant superintendent about this topic.
All right, so that's Steve Pickett. Of course, he's going to have a lot more on that story a little later on in our newscasts over on air. This is another big story today. For many of us here, it's like a bit of our childhood is going away. And no secret, brick-and-mortar retailers, they are struggling right now. And another national chain has now announced that it is closing over 180 locations. We are, of course, talking about Toys R Us, Annalise Parks. We're going to chat about that in a second. But Robbie Owens has been on that story. She's got a little more on it. Check it out.
I'm Robbie Owens in Dallas. We know that brick-and-mortar retailers are struggling in the age of e-commerce, and now comes word that Toys R Us plans to close some 180 stores around the country, a full half dozen of those stores closing right here in North Texas.
So there you go. Again, Robbie on that story. She's going to have a lot more on it as well. I want to stop real quick, say hello to Ponce Turner, saying hello. Linda Murphy says hello. Jonetta Parrish also hello from Cedar Hill. Hello, everyone. Feel free to continue to get those comments going and any questions that you may have for us. You know, it's been a headache for thousands of North Texas drivers for years around here. State officials are finally set to take up a vote on the LBJ East expansion. Our Jack Fink has been looking at that story, and here's what he's got for us so far.
Traffic may be flowing now on LBJ between Central Expressway and I-30, but that's certainly not the case during rush hour, when a lot of the times it looks like a parking lot and it's clogged. Tomorrow, the Texas Transportation Commission may start on a process that would ultimately widen this freeway without using toll lanes. Now, this project has been slated on the books for about 15 years, and it has always included toll lanes, 4 of them in fact, until the governor and lieutenant governor objected. And after that happened, the state went back to the drawing board and now figured out a way to do this without tolled lanes. Opponents say there should be lanes for everybody to use without a toll, but those who like the toll say it gives them another chance to get where they need to go a lot faster. We're talking with a lot of people about this. We hope to see you later today.
All right, that was our Jack Fink. Joined now by Annalise Parks. I'm going to talk a little weather in a second, but first of all, we want to share with the folks something that we saw just before we did our noon Facebook Live. Take a look at it. Here's the video. This was a chase that happened out in Phoenix, Arizona. This car trying to get away from police. Look at this. This car was speeding so fast. It's hard to even tell how fast that car was driving, but that's how it ended. In Tempe, just near ASU, we're told. That's the suspect, by the way. He climbed out of the car. He's standing around. Police try to take him into custody. He doesn't want to go, so they ended up tackling him to the ground, and he was eventually taken into custody after putting up a bit of a fight. We do not know the condition of the person that driver slammed into. We're told that person was taken to a hospital. But Annalise, you know, we saw this just before noon today. And, I mean, this was just tough to watch. It came to a violent end, as you can see it right there. And again, this car, for some reason, it was trying to get away from the police. It was a chase that started in Phoenix, ended in Tempe, and it all unfolded, just as we were getting ready to do our noon Facebook Live.
It was pretty surreal. I mean, he was the suspect was in that middle lane for a while, so you knew something bad was going to happen. You know,
just for perspective, we were watching all this stuff from the helicopter. I don't know, can we roll that video again? From the helicopter, you can see just how fast the car is going. So you can just imagine, just really how fast it really was on the ground. Anyway, that's another story that we're going to have for you coming up at 4 o'clock. And there's a video one more time of this car trying to get away from the police. I mean, it really is. It's just.
And you wonder if that. I mean, it looks like the the victim was right behind someone else. So you wonder if he even had time, he or she had time to even know what was coming their way.
Well, certainly our prayers and our thoughts for the victims in that car. And we'll see what happens with this driver. I mean, there he is, the guy in the black shirt. He didn't want to give up to police. Look at him.
Yeah, when he got out of the car.
Take him down.
When he got out of the car, I don't know if you felt this way, it was almost as though he was running to trick them, as though it's not me, it wasn't me.
Right, he was able to crawl out of it before the police got there, so he was standing outside. By the time the cops got there, I think he was kind of pointing at the car, like making it seem like the driver was inside. So anyway, awful situation there clearly with that wreck, but again, we're gonna have more on this at 4 o'clock on air. But right now, Anna, let's just talk a little bit of weather, because it really was nice out there today.
It's so nice. It has been so nice. Yeah, I was talking to you earlier. I flew down to Dallas, over to Dallas. I guess it's not down, it's over, right? Flew over to Dallas for a weather promo shoot, and it was perfect day. I mean, it's sunny, winds are quiet, temperatures are nice. Taking a look right now, they're from Dallas County. You've got the blue sky, really no cloud cover. Temperatures have been there in the low to mid 60s. Addison 61, 64 for Duncanville. And it's going to remain nice and quiet as we move on into the next several hours. You will see a dry forecast. Winds are going to remain light, and our winds that I mentioned how quiet they are, under 5 miles an hour. So a nice break from the wind. We are tracking warmer temperatures, and we are also going to track our next rain chances. That's coming up at 4.
Okay, all right. Hey, there were some people complaining about some allergens out in the air right now. I know not so much today, but there is some cedar, some mountain cedar out there, right?
Yeah, I'll take a look at that for you later on as well.
Okay.
A little rain would help us with that.
Yes, and hopefully we will get some of that. Hey, let's say hello to some people here looking at Facebook Live. What do we have here? We've got Wesley Schaefer saying hello to us, and that actually is not completely updated, but over here we've got Lori Dickens-Rogers. Hello, Lori. Thanks for checking in. Charlene Tucker-Taylor says a beautiful day today, so she's obviously been out and about enjoying you know, just these mild temperatures. Just a beautiful day that we've been having. A lot of sunshine, so that's good.
Absolutely.
All right.
Keep it going.
Yeah, we're going to have a whole lot more on weather, on the news, everything that we're covering for you at CBS 11 News at 4 o'clock. Of course, CBSDFW.com, that's our website. Check us out on all of our digital platforms as well. But for news now, that'll do it for now. We'll talk to you later.